of separation. For in the last lecture, what we have discussed, hand picking and threshing. And in the last lecture, what we have learned, the process of hand picking and threshing. And the hand picking, what is the process? The process of removal of impurities with the help of our hands is called hand picking. So the process of removal of impurities with the help of our hands is called hand picking. So this is the process of hand picking, and this is shown in the figure 5.3. We are separating the stones from the grains with the help of hands. So what is the process hand picking? In the process of hand picking, we separate the substance, we separate the impurities from the substance with the help of our hands. So this process is called hand picking. So this process is called hand picking. And next is, what do you mean by threshing? And what do you mean by winnowing? In the process of what is the process of threshing? The process of that is used to separate grains from stalks is called threshing. So the process that is used to separate grains from stalks is called threshing. So, and what is the machine? What is the material used for threshing? It is done with the help of bullocks, and it is also done with the help of machines. So in the figure 5.5, threshing process is shown in the figure, and in this figure, a person is if a person is separating grains from the stalks by hammering on the any substance. So this process is called threshing. So what is the process used and what are the material used in this process? Machines and bullocks. Bullocks will pressurize on the stalks, and in this way, grains are separated. So this process is called threshing. So which we have discussed in the last class. And next process is winnowing. We have discussed also this process in the last class. And what is winnowing? The method of separating components of mixture with the help of wind is called winnowing. So the method of separating components of a mixture with the help of wind is called winnowing. So the method of separating components of a mixture with the help of wind is called winnowing. So this is a process shown in the figure. Winnowing. This is a winnowing process. A woman is standing on the height and he's taking grain and husk mixture, and he is slanting she is slanting the mixture in the direction of wind, and this way husk and grain is separated with the help of wind. As we know, husk is lighter as compared to grain. So this is separated from the grain with the help of wind. So this is the winnowing process. So next process of separation is sieving. So we discussed the process of sieving in this class. So what do you mean by sieving? Sometimes we may wish to prepare a dish with flour, and we need to remove the impurities and bran that may be present in it. Suppose if you want to prepare a dish made up of flour, and we have to remove the impurities and bran that are present in it. So this is the process shown in the figure sieving. So if we want to prepare a dish with the flour, and we need to remove the impurities and bran that are present in it. So what is the process used? Sieving. So if we want to make a dish made up of the flour, and so you have to remove the impurities present in the flour. So what are the material used for separating the impurities within the flour? So we use a sieve. So we use a sieve to separate the flour from the impurities. So this is the sieving process. हम क्या लेते हैं सीविंग में, अगर हमें कोई भी आटे की अगर डिश बनानी है उसमें हमारी इम्प्योरिटीज भी होती हैं और चोकर भी होता है, तो अगर उसको हमने सेपरेट करना है फ्लोर से तो हम क्या यूज करेंगे? छाननी यूज करेंगे. एंड दैट द सीविंग अलाउज द फाइन फ्लोर पार्टिकल्स to pass through the holes of a sieve while the bigger impurities remain on the sieve. So in the figure 5.6, we are separating the flour from the impurities with the help of sieve. And how this process occurs? Because of sieving, these allow the very small fine particles of flour to pass through the sieve, and while the bigger impurities remain on the sieve. So what is the process sieving? Sieving allows the fine particles to pass through the holes of the sieve while the bigger impurities remain on the sieve. So what is the process sieving? Sieving allows the fine particle to pass through the holes of the sieve while the bigger particles remain on the sieve. So what is the process sieving? We are separating flour with, with the impurities and with the help of sieve, and this process is called sieving. And how this occurs? Sieving allows the fine particles of the flour to pass through the sieve, and while the bigger impurities remain on the sieve. So in this way, we can separate and brand and impurities from the sieve. In a flour mill, impurities like husk and stones are removed from wheat before grinding it, and usually a bagful of wheat is poured on a slanting sieve, and the sieving removes pieces of stone and sieving of pieces of stalk and husk that may still remain with wheat after threshing and winnowing. So if in a flour mill, just like husk and stone, they are removed from wheat. And how can we separate with the help of sieving? So because of sieving, they allow the fine particles to pass through them, and while the impurities remain on the sieve. Because of these impurities, they are separated from the flour. And this process is also used in the flour mill. And how this occurs? In a flour, husk and stones are present. So if you want to remove husk and stones from the wheat, and usually a bag full of wheat is poured on a slanting sieve, and the slanting sieve removes pieces of stones and stalk and husk that may remain with the wheat after threshing and winnowing. So if we use a bag full of wheat poured on a slanting sieve as shown in the figure, if we use the slanting material just like shown in the figure 5.7, then we can separate the impurities from the flour. But some impurities also remain in the wheat. So how can we separate them? So then we separate with the help of sieve. And the sieving removes pieces of the stones and the husk that may remain with the wheat after threshing and winnowing. Firstly, we will what is the process used? Threshing. So what do you mean by threshing? The process of separating grain from the stalk is called threshing. After threshing, grain is obtained, And after threshing, grain is obtained, and in the grain some also impurities is present, and this is removed with the help of wind, and this is called winnowing. After threshing and winnowing, some impurities also are present in it. So this is separated with the help of sieve. With the help of sieve, this is separated. So in the figure 5.6, sieving process is shown, and in this way we can separate impurities. You may also have noticed similar sieve being used as construction site. So in the another side we use sieve also at construction site where buildings are made. And what is the use of sieve and the construction site? We used sieve in the construction site to separate pebbles and stones from the sand. In the sand, pebbles and stones are present, so we have to separate the pebbles and stones from the sand. So this process is used. So this process is used to separate pebbles and stone from the sand by the process of sieving. So this is the figure 5.7. In the figure 5.7, we are separating pebbles and stones. So in the figure 5.7, pebbles and stones are removed from the sand with the help of sieving, as shown in the figure 5.7. Next is activity 4. We are repeating the process sieving. What is the process of sieving? If you want to separate impurities from the floor, then the material used is sieve. With the help of sieve, we can separate impurities and floor. And how this process occurs? When sieve allows the fine particles of the fine particles of this material, just like floor, and the impurities remain in the sieve. So impurities are separated from the floor. And we also use this process in flour mill. And firstly, we obtain the grains with the help of threshing. And what do you mean by threshing? The process of removal of grains, obtaining grain from the husk is called threshing. And then with the help of winnowing, impurities are separated, but some impurities are also remain left after the process of threshing and winnowing. So what are the process used? So we used also a slanting sieve, just like shown in the figure 5.7. So with the help of slanting sleeve, so these remove the pieces of stone and stalk, and this is the process used. So, and what is the another way to use this sieve? It is also used in the construction site and where buildings are made. So what is the purpose of these sieving used at the construction site? So sieve separate the sand from the pebbles and stones. So sieve separate the pebbles and stones from the sand. So this is the process shown in the figure 5.7. Next is activity 4. So what is the activity 4? Bring a sieve and small quantity of flour from the home to the class and sieve the class to separate any impurities in it. Now make a fine powder of chalk pieces and mix it with the flour. So what is the activity 4? Being a sieve and a small quantity of flour from the home to the class and sieve the flour to the separate any impurities in it. Now make a fine powder of chalk pieces. So what is the activity 4? Firstly, we will take a sieve and we will add a small quantity of flour from the home. So we will take a sieve and then we will add small quantity of flour and we can take flour from the home or a flour mill, and then we will take these flour into the class to show the process of sieving. Sieve the flour to separate any impurities in it. Then we will separate this flour with the help of sieve. Now make a fine powder of chalk pieces and mix with the flour. Then we will take some chalk pieces from the classroom, and then we will make a fine powder of chalk, and then we will mix this fine powder of chalk with the flour. Can we separate the flour and the powder chalk by the process of sieving? Sieving is used when components of a mixture have different size. So we cannot separate the flour and the powder chalk with the help of sieving. So sieving is not used to separate flour and the powder chalk. So where sieving is used? Sieving is used when components of mixture have different sizes. So if we want to separate the mixture, if they contain different size impurities, then sieving is the process used. So sieving is the process used to separate a component of mixture of different size. So this is the process shown in the figure. This is the process of sieving, and sieving is used when we want to separate a mixture from the different size. So this is the process sieving shown in the figure. And next process is sedimentation, decantation, and filtration. So again, I'm repeating the process of sieving. सिविंग में हम क्या यूज करते हैं? सिविंग प्रोसेस को हम तब यूज करते हैं जब हमें जो हमारा फ्लोर है उसको हमने अगर इम्प्योरिटी से अगर सेपरेट करना है, तो हम प्रोसेस को यूज करेंगे, जो छाननी का यूज करेंगे, तो हम छाननी से जो हम आटे को हम उसके जो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स हैं या उसमें पेबल्स हैं उसको हम सेपरेट कर सकते हैं फ्लोर से विद द हेल्प ऑफ सीव. बट चॉक पीस के और फ्लोर पीस को अगर मिक्स कर दें तो उसको हम सेपरेट नहीं कर सकते विद द हेल्प ऑफ सीव. तो वेयर सीविंग इज यूज, सीविंग तब यूज होती है जब मिक्सचर की जो साइज है, कंपोनेंट का साइज है, दे हैव डिफरेंट साइज. If they have different size, then this is the process used. So next process is sedimentation, decantation, and filtration. So what is the process sedimentation? Sometimes it may not be possible to separate the mixture with the help of winnowing and hand picking. So we separate with the help of winnowing, means with the help of wind or with the help of our hands. Sometimes it is not possible with the help of wind and with the help of hand picking. So for example, there may be lighter impurities like dust and soil particles in rice. So we use rice in daily life. So there are so many impurities are present. We can separate with the help of our hands. But some impurities, just like dust and soil particles, they are very lighter impurities. So they are very lighter impurities. So we cannot separate rice and pulses. So how are such impurities separated from the rice and pulses before cooking? So these impurities are separated from rice or pulses before cooking. So how can we separate? And what is the process of sedimentation and decantation and filtration? So sometimes we want to separate the component of mixture with the help of winnowing and hand picking. So for example, there may be a lighter impurities like dust and soil particles in rice. So in the rice, sometimes very, very small impurities are present, just like dust and just like soil particles. So we cannot separate these impurities with the help of hands and with the help of process of winnowing So how can we separate this? How can we separate these impurities? And how are such impurities separated before cooking or before cooking? So what is the process used? Sedimentation. Sedimentation and decantation is processes used to remove dust particles in from the rice or pulses are usually washed before cooking. So firstly, we will wash rice or pulses, and when we cook rice or pulses, firstly we wash the rice or pulses. And for washing, firstly we will add some water into the rice or pulses, and then the impurities like dust particles, very small impurities, they are separated with the help of water. And when we add water into the dal or and rice, and what is the where impurities goes, then these impurities goes